Matthew Gregory Bisson.
And Lori K. Bisson.
Your Honor, my name is David Cole. I represent the petitioners Matthew and Lori Bisson. Thank you. Petitioner calls Matthew Gregory Bisson. Please state your name.
Matthew Gregory Bisson.
Mr. Bisson, you've joined in the petition for adoption with your wife Lori. Y'all reside in Bel Air, Texas, and you were not related to this little boy at the beginning of this lawsuit. Is that correct?
Correct.
The 304th District Court of Dallas County, Texas has acquired and retains continuing jurisdiction of this suit and of this child by virtue of a decree of termination that was entered in cause number 09-798-W. Is that correct?
Correct.
The child that you're seeking to adopt is this little boy that you're holding, a male born August 1st, 2009 in College Station, Texas. Is that correct?
Yes.
The managing and servitor of the child is Lifetree Adoption Agency. They have waived issuance and service of citation in an affidavit we filed with the court. Is that correct?
Yes.
The child owns no property other than his own personal possessions. Is that correct?
Yes.
Parent-child relationships have been terminated as to each living parent of this child. Is that correct?
Yes.
He's lived with you for more than 6 months. Is that correct?
Yes.
The managing and servitor, Lifetree Adoption Agency, has consented in writing to your adoption of the child. Is that correct?
Yes.
Your Honor, we introduce as number 1 the waiver of citation and consent to adopt executed by the managing and servitor.
Petitions Exhibit 1 submitted.
There's also been a favorable social study prepared as required by law, investigating the circumstances and conditions of the child in the home of you and your wife. Is that correct?
Yes.
Your Honor, we introduce as 2 the favorable social study.
Petitions Exhibit 2 submitted.
Mr. Bisson, you and your wife have reviewed health, social, educational, and genetic information on the child and the biological parent of the child, and we filed a summary of that information. Is that correct?
Yes.
Your Honor, we introduce as 3 the health and genetic report.
Petitions Exhibit 3 submitted.
And you and your wife have undergone criminal clearances. We filed those results among the papers of the court as well. Is that correct?
Yes.
You're asking that the court, upon granting the adoption order, that the child's name be changed to William Zachary Bisson. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you're asking the court to order the sealing of the file and the minutes of the court in this cause. Is that correct?
Yes.
You've had me execute an affidavit of compliance, which is attached to the petition. It indicates we did not comply with Chapter 162, Subchapter B of the Texas Family Code because the child is not the subject of an interstate adoptive placement. Is that correct?
Yes.
Your Honor, we introduce the compliance as number 4.
Petitions Exhibit 4 submitted.
Your Honor, I pass this witness and call Lori K. Bisson. Please state your name.
Lori K. Bisson.
Ms. Bisson, you've joined in the petition for adoption with your husband, Matthew Gregory Bisson, requesting an adoption of this little boy whom you all have named William Zachary Bisson. Is that correct?
Yes.
If I were to ask you this,
Yes. Yes.
if I were to ask you the same questions I asked your husband, would your answers be the same?
Yes.
And do you believe that this adoption is in the best interest of this child and your family?
Yes.
Your Honor, I pass the witness. Ask the court to take judicial notice of the documents in the court's file and enter the decree we presented.
So noted, and I do find the adoptions in the best interest of the child, so I'm granting the adoption to Matthew Gregory Bisson and Lori K. Bisson, and find the adoptions in the best interest of the child, and grant the name change to William Zachary Bisson. Congratulations.
Thank you. Awesome.
You want to swing around this way? And